I am live on YouTube. What's going on, guys? This is Taylor BeacomOfLight, in the studio today. Just wrapped up shooting a new video for the channel. Doing a little vidcast, we're calling it. It's not a podcast. We will not be releasing audio versions. Strictly video. I'm excited about it because, as you guys may know, I've done a lot of these events, these rallies, these political protests, and so on, and you can't help but be sort of fearful walking around these places, like, oh my God, someone gonna attack me just for thinking a different way? Even if I just simply ask another question, what's gonna happen? Blah 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 blah. Well, what I like about what I'm doing now is I'm in a controlled environment, at least for these episodes of this vidcast. I don't have to worry about someone bashing me with a bike lock, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to not get bashed by bike locks. And I'm going to bring a satirical, comedic edge to it that I think is going to be a lot more fun. So the first episode that I just recorded is essentially, it's just me, no guests at this point. I will be bringing in guests. I have quite a few lined up. But it's just me talking about some of the recent happenings in politics and religion and some tech stuff. I did my best to elaborate on blockchain in AI, which is pretty dense, especially for me. And then I just talked about donuts for a hot second because I like a donut or two. I've had a lot of Hertz donuts. Remember the Hertz donut where someone would punch you on the arm? It's like someone would ask you if you want a donut, and then they'd punch you in the arm. Yeah, I used to get a lot of those, and then they would say Hertz donut. I would get a lot of those, except no one would ask me if I like donuts before they hit me in the arm. They would just punch me straight up, and then they'd be like, Hertz donut. And I'd be like, you're supposed to ask me if I want a donut. And they'd be like, I don't have any fucking donuts, dude. I'd be like, man, I would have at least liked it if I thought I was going to get a donut first. Yeah, so that's what I was essentially talking about today. Really hilarious stuff. Yeah, man, so this is exciting. We got a little studio out here in LA. Got some plants behind me. Trying to get my oxygen. There, you might hear a little background noise because the door is open. There's a lot of traffic outside. Left the door open for circulation, ventilation at this point. But I hope you guys are doing well. I figured I'd check in real quick and just say what's up. Expect a new video coming out this week, hopefully by tonight or tomorrow. There's a lot going on. Spider Couch, my production company, me and my friend's production company, we're pretty excited. We have a lot of sketches in the works. We have a new show that we're filming called Going Places, which is essentially me hosting and getting to know comics, at least to start out, stand-up comics. I do a bit of stand-up comedy myself. I have a lot of friends out here that are stand-up comics. So we're going to be talking with them. It's going to be reality documentary style. So we're going out on the town. We're going to go to weird restaurants. We're going to eat weird food, maybe some strange Japanese snack. We're going to go go-karting. We're going to go mini golfing. We're going to do all sorts of weird recreations. We're going to, we'll probably end up at the sex museum, naturally. I know that I'll end up in the sex museum, unnaturally. But we're going to be going out. We're going to be doing these things. It's going to be a lot of fun. The first guest is going to be a guy named William Montgomery, who's absolutely hysterical. If you haven't seen him, you got to check out his stuff, specifically on Kill Tony, which is a really great live podcast that's done at the Comedy Store, hosted by Tony Hinchcliffe. A couple other buddies of mine, Joel Jimenez is the drummer for the Kill Tony band. He's hysterical. He's also a stand-up and a musician. He has an album. I think he recorded some songs with Reagan and Watkins, Pat Reagan and Jeremiah Watkins, two also very funny people. Jeremiah Watkins, the current band leader on Kill Tony. Joel Jimenez hopefully will come on Going Places soon. We got some lovely female comics that'll be coming on the show as well. We got another show for Spider Couch that I'm pretty excited about called First Date. It's going to be hosted by a buddy of mine named Gil Thomas. He's a musician and stand-up comedian. I know him from working at the Ice House. He's a hysterical dude, very strange fella. Kind of reminds me of like Zach Galifianakis meets John Daly. I don't know if you guys ever watched Kroll Show, Nick Kroll Show, but the main other featured guy on that show is John Daly, a really funny stand-up. This guy Gil's awesome. He's a talented musician. He's going to be hosting a show called First Date with Gil. Basically, the setting is a fine dining situation, and every guest he has on is it's set up to where he's on a date with them, and it's their first date. So it'll be a fun little interview, short-form interview-style podcast with sort of a fictional theme to it, where they're in a fine dining establishment. We're going to have a different waiter come on each episode. That's going to be a different sort of guest star, and we're going to serve them really shitty food. It's going to be hilarious. Shitty food is going to be so funny in a fine dining situation. So that's exciting. Also, if you're in the Southern California area, please come to the Ice House the Ice House Comedy Club on August 31st at 9:30 p.m. Spider Couch is doing an official Spider Couch production show. We love to have any and all of you guys there. It's going to be super fun. You're going to see some of the best comics in the Los Angeles area, let alone the entire planet. So please come to that. There's a lot in the works. We're doing a Spider Couch podcast. Shit, none of these things are called podcasts. I've been telling myself over and over again not to call them podcasts because that term is a turn off for me. If someone comes up to me and says, hey, you want to listen to my podcast? I'd be like, no. There's a million podcasts, and I listen to too many already. So this is called a vidcast. This show from BeacomOfLight is a vidcast, and the Spider Couch show is also going to be a vidcast, and that's going to be fun. We're just going to be shooting the shit. I'm going to bring in different comics. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about current events. We're going to talk about whatever we want to. But also, leave any suggestions and comments in the comment section below. And make sure to go to the Spider Couch YouTube page, Spider Couch Productions, and subscribe to that. Hit the notification bell, blah, blah, blah. Donate through paypal.me/BeacomOfLight if you can. That really helps. As you may know, in the entertainment industry and in the journalism industry, it's hard to stay afloat. So if you can donate anything through paypal.me/BeacomOfLight, that would be awesome. I also have a Patreon, patreon.com/BeacomOfLight. You can Venmo me at Taylor-Beacom. But I love you guys very much, and I will be answering all your questions. And I'm happy to be back more than anything. And I know that the subscribers to my channel, Beacom of Light, are some of the more level-headed folk in the country right now. I know that there's all this political divisiveness, but hopefully we can meet somewhere in the middle. We can fight hyperbole and hypocrisy. Whoa, dude, it's funny that you say that, because I think you're being a little hypocritical, dude. You're super high. All right, well, fuck, man, my comedy chops. I'm working on them, and I hope to see you guys soon. I can't end with that, can I? Anyway, I love you guys very much. Thank you for all the support. Stay tuned, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.